Hi, Luminaires. How is everyone doing this fine day? This is our energy update for March 2025, and I'm doing everything I can to stay present with you. I'm really hoping our our internet stays stable. It has not been acting up, but the energy that I feel in the room is extraordinary, and I am concerned about the internet. If it breaks down, we will log back in. So come find us.
It just shifted.
It shifted. We're not going to stop this. I feel like somebody has my backside of my head in like a little hold, like a little grippy. And Maitland could sense my nerves. She was like, "It's okay. I'm bringing everybody." And I was like, "Girl, you don't have to bring everybody. We're here." So I started off like, we already know each other, but you might be new here. If that's the case, hi, and welcome. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Jamie Butler. I'm the Everyday Medium, and it's my passion to help people wake up to their natural intuitive abilities. I do that by normalizing the woo-woo and bringing it into that true. In doing this, I'll be trance channeling my little guide, Maitland. I say little because she's 9 years old, and she presents that way because she likes to. And she's going to come in and give you the information about March. She's going to talk to you about the highs and lows of energy, what chakra is being challenged, needed, supported, as well as what stones and crystals work with that, and bed grids, Hertz, animal. She has a list, guys. Animal spirits for the month and essential oils. She is an all-inclusive little entity and likes to at least give you something that you can latch onto and use for this month of March, which is, wow. You normally don't see my face do this before the month begins, but here we are. Wow. Before we get into that, I would love to share with you guys what's going on in my world over at JamieButlerMedium.com is where you can go to see all the information. But just to briefly let you know, I have a lot happening on March 13th. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm launching 6 new things in the month of March, probably because I could feel the energy boiling up and this very warrior-like energy. So I was like, quick, rally everything you know to do and put it out there. So I'm going to be teaching the art of reading subtle frequency over at the Shift Network. All of the links are below. Please check them out. I'm really happy to be partnering with Shift and being faculty over there. Yay! And then I'm also doing part 1 of my approaching trance channeling. If that's been on your hit list to learn, come on, bring it on. I break it down in 16 weeks. I know that seems long, but it's actually really short to learn such an incredible skill. I'm also doing 21 days of remote Reiki, where I take 21 people on a journey for 21 days, and we are focusing on a soul journey. I have 7 slots open for that one. So if that's meant for you, come on over. As well as that, I'm teaching Reiki Mastership on the weekend of the 15th and the 16th. I'm also doing a channeled Archangel series. I told y'all, it's a lot, but I don't know. It's just happening. An Archangel series, it's 3 weeks, once a week. And that begins on March 21st. There is a free video that you can watch that Maitland speaks to you. So I am trance channeling, and you can watch that. And in there, she gives you a code to get a discount for that series. Definitely, if you want to do that, go check out the video and get the code. Then I'm also teaching compassionate communication, which this would be the month to absolutely embody compassionate communication. I close my eyes in sincerity. Like, I mean this so much. If it's been something you're interested in, which is learning to listen to the emotion behind the words and not the triggering of the words itself, come, please join me. That's going to be beginning on March 26th, and it's a 6-week series. It's always really wonderful. Yes, for that discount for the Archangel series, you have through March 3rd for that discount to join in. All right, Luminaires, those who shine light, thank you for rallying and gathering. As usual, if this content resonates with you, please hit the like button. It really helps us so much get the word out there. Again, if you are doing your work and wanting to see subtle light energy, check out the right side of my body over here between my ear and my shoulder, not necessarily the wall. If you're with me live or even watching the recording, you will be able to see an energy shift, if that is the ability you're connecting to. I'm going to channel. Sometimes viewers also feel a lift in their energy. If you enjoy it, ride it out. Yay. If it's something that you don't enjoy, just pull back from your device a little bit, grab something to eat or drink, and that will get you back into your body. Before I give this to Maitland, I want to let you know that the lovely Colleen Ziegler is off camera.
Hi, everyone.
She's there, and we're both
here.
doing our best to stay in our bodies right now. Oh my God. Okay, that's the last time I'll say that, and now we'll just toss it over to Maitland.
You can leave. I'm not going anywhere.
Okay, good. She's got this, right? Yeah, here we go. Definitely grab pen and paper. Oh, guys, I didn't mention, and I just had it on. I take off my jewelry and everything, but a dear Luminaire and friend of mine hand makes with Reiki the crystals and the stones for the month. It's called Maitland's Magic. And if you like collecting the stones for the month to help smooth out the energy that's going on, this is a great place to go because she gets it to you within the first week. And so you don't have to hunt and peck for them. If you've never tried using the stones and crystals for the month, I am going to suggest let March be the first time you try this. Like really, let March be it. And if it, whatever, April, whatever, but let March be it. Okay, anticipation, right? I've really set that up where I'm like, oh God, all right, I'm leaving. Take care, everyone. Thank you again for being here. Yeah, she's like, are you ready? I'm ready now. Okay, check out here. Soften your body, keep your eyes open. Hi. Hello.
Hi, Maitland.
Hi. Oh, I feel like I have to do that thing that she was doing. Hello, everyone. My name is Maitland, Maitland, and I'm going to be talking about the energy of March 2025. So get comfortable, get your pens, and if you're somebody who likes to put things on a calendar, open up your phone or your computer, your smart device, get it together because we're going to be writing some stuff. Yeah, we are. Okay. If you've been with me before, you'll know that I like to name the month. I got all of this going on. It feels weird. So I named this month what have I got? Discovering your inner spiritual warrior. This month is all about who am I? Or just the statement, I am, and then fill in the blank. So I'm going to do a general sweeping through, and then we're going to talk about each week, and then I'll highlight some days. In general for the month, you're going to want to wear your seatbelt, but especially for the last week. But in general for the month, it's all about this energy coming in where you feel like you want to stand up and let people know who you are. For several reasons, one of them being you finally have the know-how and the strength. Okay, so all the dreaming and the practicing of visualizing and manifesting that you've been doing up until March is incredible. The dreaming up here, now the dream is inside of your body. And now it's like you want to get up and you want to tell somebody about it. And sometimes you're going to want to feel like you want to be really loud about it. So here I am saying, you don't have to be loud to be heard, okay? That doesn't mean that you have to stay quiet. No, don't misunderstand me. But I want you to be really responsible with the energy that's coming in this month. This month's energy is very serious. I like to be really playful and fun and silly. This month's energy is like, we're not going to do that right now. We do have some days that have lightheartedness and sweetness and kindness and heart and love. But to be like really funny and just silly. Not so much. This energy is like you called for a revolution, you called for some change, and we've been working on it, and now it's time to do it. And it's going to come out really vocally. So the whole month, your throat chakra is going to be challenged. And I chose Chalcedony to work with. I'm trying to get it with the heart, the throat chakra. And it's either Chalcedony or Chalcedony, but it's spelled CH. So I'm going to say Chalcedony. It's a really pretty blue stone. And it's like, it helps you, this frequency, have more of an internal insight, internal know-how and inspiration, and it loves to help you with good, clear communication, but it does it through honesty. And a lot of times, not everybody wants to be honest. They want to hide a little bit of it. But March is like, we don't want you to hide any of it. So I think Chalcedony is the best stone to pair with you at this time. It also will help soothe emotions as you speak your honesty, and that's going to be a big call to action for the month of March. So overall, I am, my inner spiritual warrior is coming out. Some of you get really excited hearing that. Some of you are like, oh, because you have to remember, it's everybody feeling it. This is a global experience. This is not just local to your country or your town or your street. Everybody is feeling this energy. So it can get a little confusing. So March starts off right away with March 1st with Venus going into retrograde. A lot of times you don't pay attention so much to Venus going into retrograde like you do with Mercury, which is happening on the 15th. So both of them are going to be in retrograde for a little bit, but Venus is there through the 29th. And I'm mentioning this because when Venus is in retrograde, it kind of holds your emotions and your heart and your love and your relationships back a little bit. And sometimes it can dredge up older things for you to look at. But I want you to see it through the lens of, let me recall what works. Not everything has to be brand new in your life to work where you are. You can call from past experience and apply it to current day, and it can still work perfectly. So let's just take a moment through the 1st through the 29th when you're dealing with emotions to slow down and look with what's working and what doesn't work. Let it go. Just go, okay, I'm done with it. It's good. Because on the 2nd, there's some energy rolling in that's not going to be rolling in for a really, really long time, not in your lifetime. This will be the last time that you feel this frequency and this energy. And it says, I'm going to increase your intuition. I'm going to boost your imagination. And I'm going to give you, this frequency is like, I want to give to you a light, smooth, emotional ease and like emotional awareness. So it's like emotional psychic day or emotional intuitive day, which I like this energy. And that's going to linger there a little bit. But in the first week, you're going to have that urge through the energy that's just boiling up everywhere. I feel like it's boiling up from the earth as well as coming down from the universe, from the space, about needing to speak up, needing to get in there and to say who you are. So the first week, voice, throat being challenged, use your Chalcedony to help you balance it so that you can speak about who you are. And then as we come to the end of that week, it's going to turn into, from that emotional ease, it's going to turn into you being the steward of your emotions. And from the 7th through the 9th, a few days, it's like a spread. There's 2 points in March that have these lengthy, long energies. Like March doesn't bounce around with a lot of shifts and changes of energy. It's giving kind of one overall theme. And there's going to be these 2 times of this stretched out energy, 7th through the 9th, or actually kind of through the 10th, where it's like, please pay attention to your emotions. Plug your mind into your heart. Connect these 2 elements so that you know intellectually, what your body is feeling emotionally. Because if these two end up disconnected for the month, you're going to feel like a lost paper kite in a hurricane. Did I paint the image okay?
You did.
Okay, it's unnerving. So when you feel lost and uprooted, of course you want to be grounding. So what you need for the month is that earth chakra. The earth chakra is going to be needed. And I chose Mookatite as the stone. And Mookatite is really sweet and soft. Even though it's light, it's nice and heavy, and it connects you to the core of the earth. It connects you to the whole feeling. It brings your awareness down in, but it also helps, same with Chalcedony, about being able to emotionally connect and emotionally smooth those energies. The key through getting through March is not about being witty or smart or mentally intelligent. The key is, what are the qualities of your emotions and can you pay attention to them? Which means you need to stay very present and be grounded. So anytime you feel like the tiny paper kite in the hurricane, please don't rush around to do things or think that you've missed something or try to problem something in your head. Don't do that. Just go, okay, let me kick back a little bit and let me ask myself, what emotions am I having? And let me care for those. And now once I'm caring for them, let me apply my mental body to it. Okay, now I understand why I'm having this. And if you don't like that, take this time to work with somebody who can help you shift those energies. It's a doing month. It's a very serious doing month. Underneath those first 2 weeks is all this energy. It's like a frequency. Oh, do you know, like when the water is simmering and it's just about to boil and you see all the air bubbles pop up? Okay, imagine underneath you and through your entire auric field, there's these little bubbles all throughout March, and all the bubbles are about, where's your psychic energy? Hello, intuitive body. Wake up to all of your clairs and your psychic talent, or whatever you want to call it. It's all coming on. It's turning on. There is nothing, zero, zilch, nothing about March that says, don't pay attention to your psychic abilities. Every single ounce, minute, and second of March is like, I support that. Let's tap into your intuitive body and what you're thinking and knowing. Whereas all the months before, where we've had these highs and lows and good days and distant days and things like that, this month is like, I'm giving it all to you. I want you to react from it. I want you to come from it. This is where that spiritual warrior energy comes in. And because that bubbly, simmery energy is throughout the whole month, the crown chakra is being supported. And I chose Stichtite. It's a purple stone, and it's also very light. Stichtite. And it is about, obviously, increasing intuition and psychic abilities, but it also, believe it or not, helps you soothe those emotions. It's like if you could take the qualities of your crown chakra and put them in your heart, like psychic emotions, your clairsentience, your empathic abilities. Like this increases empathy, and it increases the need to connect through compassion, not through, oh, I know that, and I could do that, and I could teach you that. This one's like, I connect to you from a psychic level, from a spiritual, celestial level, from a God source level, and I love you for it, and I see you. And so this stone, I would say, keep it with you all the time. If you can find some jewelry, wear it. If not, put it in your pocket. Put it in your pocketbook, your bra. Can I say that word? Carry it with you wherever. Put it around your bed. Put it in your pillow. You will like it for this month. Anything violet and purple, like if you really like amethyst too, you could take on amethyst. Even labradorite would be really nice. You will feel the subtle support from the frequency of the stones, just like you're going to feel that simmer throughout the whole month. Okay, so you've listened to me say all of that. And we're like just at the halfway mark of March. And I'm going to say that was the easy part. Now, buckle in. Because you're going to want to stay put. So on the 14th, you have the full moon, and it's the worm full moon. That's where the earth like starts to awaken again to spring, and the soil like comes to life, which actually it's a really great time to like connect and ground to the earth as it's shifting. It will give off a lot of good spring energy. Okay, but I digress. It's also a lunar eclipse. So full moon, lunar eclipse, and this energy it's really serious and it's no joke. And for some of you, it's going to feel like it's so big that maybe you don't want to leave your house. And for some of you, it's going to feel so big. It's do you know the people who like to be under a weighted blanket? They're like, this feels so good. Pack it on. And it's like they're under all this weight and they're just smiling so big. Yay. Okay. Similar results. The energy is very big and it's very serious. Some of us on earth really love it. Some of us on earth do not like it. I like to say us and pretend I'm in it with you. I'll be watching with you. So this energy of the full moon is more like transformations, radical shifts and changes. It can sum up the entire 2025 in one full moon. This is it. And it's a lot about use this moon to identify where your fear is coming from, where your uneasiness is coming from. Like what's creating it? What's causing it? Identify it. And then you don't have I see you, I trap you, and I release you. I see you and I identify you. And you know what? Because we're going to move through this month by anchoring into love, grounding through love. Ground through love. So when you find it and you love these aspects, they start to disappear. The crazy thing is, the very next day after the full moon solar eclipse, Mercury in retrograde comes in. Venus is already in retrograde. Now it's Mercury, and it's really going to kind of slow some things down, but not to a halt. It's just an opportunity for you to step back to go forward. So you might not feel like your energy can just shine bright and move forward with great ease. Pew, 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 pew. It'll be more like, oh, I want to go that way, but I can't, but I want to go that way. And if you just step back, you're like, oh, the door is open. Let's go. Pew! So don't forget to lean back, to observe. The past has something to give and to teach, and it's not always an unlearned lesson. It could be something forgotten that works really well for you. So let it be a guru and a teacher at this time rather than like a disappointment and just too much to think about. You see the flip in perspective? You can flip it that way this month because remember, all the simmering energy throughout the whole month is about spiritual awakening, your intuition being used, not set aside. So then we get into some happier light days, 16th, 17th. It's like joy is wafting in and out. You'll feel a little bit of ease. And when we land on the 19th, this one you want to put in your calendar. This one is like, if you are already clairsensitive, you're going to be like clairsensitive times 10. If you're already empathic, you're going to be empathic times 10. It's not so much about the seeing and knowing psychic abilities, but it is about the sensing and feeling psychic abilities. It is just coming in. The energy that's coming in is waking up that part of your body's intelligence that reminds it that it communicates to subtle light energy. Your dreams are going to be more heightened. Your intuitive abilities, your imagination is going to be heightened. And when these things get really heightened, sometimes sensitive people feel crazy. You feel crazy because you know what you experienced, and you go to talk about it with someone, and they're like, "Oh, I didn't feel that at all. I didn't see that at all. That didn't happen in my world." But you're like, "Mm, but I was standing right next to you. It happened to me. We were doing the same thing. Why didn't you do this?" So the energy that's coming in is wakening up your extrasensory perceptions, your especially the body's intelligence, feeling and sensing subtle light energy, but it's going to awaken everybody differently because you're all on the path in different areas. So you're going to be experiencing difference, like different frequencies than the person standing next to you, or even the person that was sitting on your lap while things happened. So you're going to have to work very hard and get very disciplined. And I mean this. I know I like to laugh a lot, but when I say it's serious energy, I really mean it. I want you to respect it a lot. And I want you to look at how quick do you how quick do you put your mind to it instead of your heart's energy to it? Because if you're still reacting as a psychic and sensitive person from your mind and you want to analyze and assess, it is going to mess with you big time, and it is going to contribute to you feeling a little off and a little crazy. But if your initial reaction is to go, well, what am I feeling about this? What are my emotions to this? And I check in with my body and my emotions, and then I check in with my mind, you're going to feel less crazy because you're going to get a lot more answers before the analytical, labeling, judgmental voice comes in and kind of tries to mess it all up. Do you see what I'm saying? So after the 19th, it's like, please get on top of that. Because the last week, well, it's kind of like the last 12 days, maybe, of March, it's really intense. And so that's where I'm like, you just put your seatbelt on, stay put, stay seated. And the energy that's coming, like between the 21st and the 25th, it's all going to be psychic, intuitive lift with a sense of emotional ease. But recall that everybody in the world is getting this warrior-esque energy. Like if you're really into astrology, Aries is everywhere. And like even Neptune is moving into Aries. And that's like I don't even know how to say it. It's a little bit of a magical, illusionary kind of a thing with a bit of a warrior, like moving forward, we have to get this done. And at this time, people are awakening. And if they're not grounded, like you're going to probably see people who want to take a leader position, but they're in no state to lead. They're going to be like a cult, like an occult leader, where they will take your energy and feed themselves and not give back to humanity. They will misguide because they feel their ego is big and needed and getting fluffed up because they're feeling that warrior kind of revolutionary fight energy, and they're rising to the occasion thinking that they're doing good, but they're not, because they let their ego lead. So in this fourth week, like last 12 days, it's more of making sure that you're embracing and loving your ego. Just like with the full moon, you want to scoop up like where your fear is coming from, and you want to accept it and love on it. You don't want to ditch it and bury it and yell at it and tear it up, because that is fight energy. And what you're going to get in return from doing that is the same kind of bury it, tear it up actions. And you're probably not looking for that. So know that what you're sowing, what you have sown in December, January, February, it comes into full action in March. big, serious energy. Then we get to the 26th, and here's that second slide of energy I was talking about, from like the 26th to the 30th, where there's so much going on. On the 29th, there's the new moon and the solar eclipse. That's big. And on the 30th, it's like the most powerful astrological, most powerful energy day of the entire 2025 years. No, I don't mean to say 2025 year, not years. There's not multiple years in 2025. So in this like spread of energy, there is a lot to do. In this, it is time to be disciplined. So note on your calendar, if I feel crazy in this slide of energy between the 26th and the 29th, just take a deep breath. Stay in the game. Check with my heart first, then my body, then my mind, put it in priority, and love my ego because my psychic abilities are really strong. And I have been getting practice all month about speaking about it and making myself comfortable. When we get to the 29th, that's the new moon energy, the new beginnings. This day is, I would say, absolutely do, if you're a lunatic, which means that you work with the energy of the moon, I would absolutely do some rituals on the 29th to the new moon and get clear on where I want to go and what I want it to look like and stay open to it. If you did have any plans, like that you were putting together, long-term plans, goals, things of that nature, you could absolutely bring it in. But there is going to be a lot of chaos energy because of the solar eclipse. But just know that on the 29th, not all the energy happens at once. Like it comes a little bit beforehand, and that solar eclipse energy is going to happen a few days after, and it could hide to reveal later. And the way that it's all laying out astrologically, this is energy that hasn't been on Earth since like the American Revolution. And it's really going to seal the deal for governments and big changes to happen. And I see a lot going on, and I want you to know that you are safe and good. And the way to navigate this energy, no matter what it turns out to be, is to move through your psychic, intuitive heart. You are bigger and stronger than anything that can come to you. Stay connected to the whole. Focus on your long game, because that is going to come to fruition. On the 27th, I didn't really mention, but the 27th is like a reprieve day. It's like I can catch my breath. A rest day. So you just put a big heart on the 27th and be like, catch my breath before the new moon, for the solar eclipse, before things start to really shift. This is a doing serious month. Then you get into the 30th, and this is the energy that is above and beyond amazing. It is, you want to meet galactic beings and multidimensionals and aliens and whatever you're looking for out there that's beyond your spirit guides and angels, God source. New moon is cracking some changes open for you. And on the 30th, it is like a door has opened. No, I don't want to call it a door. I'm going to call it a sliding door. You know those doors where you're like, you open it and you still open it and you open it again and you open it again and it's really wide? That's the kind of door I want. Not just the single open and close door. It's like, shoo, 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 shoo. So with that coming in, I want you to enjoy it. I want you to be in a position where you can enjoy it and not be, overwhelmed with kind of what's happening in your government or in your environment. So take note on that day to apply the joy and really feel it and soak it in. The 31st is, there's 31 days, yeah? January, February, March, yeah. The 31st day is all intuition. It's all psychic abilities, dream state coming back online. And it's this, we haven't left you. We are still here and we're cheering you on and carrying you, walking with you, teaching you everything. I hope you're kind of excited and not overwhelmed. I'll talk more in the deep dive kind of about friction points, but I don't think that overall knowing friction points is helpful, because the main goal for this I am month, like who am I, spiritual awakening, spiritual warrior energy, I'm coming into my own truth and I'm acting on it, I'm eating it, seeing it, being it, smelling it. All of that is to do that. Do that. But please discipline your mental body and keep your ego in check by loving it. And be aware of when you're acting out and what you're saying, and make sure that it's coming from your heart and you really mean it. Because some old indoctrinated patterns, you're going to watch people blow up. You're going to watch people in public on TV blow up. And you're going to be like, ooh, they're having a hard day. Ooh, they're not grounded. They're not connected. Ooh, they're catching it hard. You'll see it and you'll know it. You won't go, that person is insane or that person is crazy. You will instinctively know, ooh, the energy that's moving through them is not allowing them to think clearly. Like they don't have the strength for it. That's why I'm telling you, practice the strength and the discipline of your abilities. It will serve you so well for March. And when you walk away from this month, you're going to feel victorious. Victorious. Oh, I should talk about some of the other things too. The Hertz for the month is 777. You win! If you were doing that gambling thing and pulling the thing. I don't know what it's called. It's called a golden frequency. And this frequency is all about the balance of the mind, body, emotion, and soul. Brings everything together. I think it's wonderful to listen to. And if you like listening to Hertz frequencies, I would use this one the entire month, day and night. I would set it so low that you can barely hear it. You don't have to hear it for the frequency to move through your body. You just need to softly play it so that it comes through your auric field and kind of maintains those frequencies of paying attention, getting grounded through the heart into the earth. Letting your body speak, your emotions speak, then your mind. We're going to really switch that one this month. That will help tremendously. Then if you're someone who likes essential oils, you can do this short little recipe. It's all about new beginnings. March is a new beginning, especially on the 29th, is all about new beginnings. And that is 4 drops of grapefruit, 3 drops of eucalyptus, 2 drops of peppermint. And you can diffuse that. You can put it in a sprayer. If you're using a 4-ounce sprayer, you can use up to 61 to 63 drops of essential oil and 4 ounces of distilled water. And you can just spray it all around. It smells so good. Like this one is really wonderful. Then if you like working with animals, animal companions, spirit animals, the animal for the month is the frog. Ribbit. The frog is all about new beginnings. The frog actually is the greatest guru and teacher about traveling between 2 realms. And you're going to need to get used to that, guys. Just as the frog came from a tadpole, like a fish, and then ended up with legs on land, you're a human on Earth, and you're going to end up as a spiritual being in a dimensional plane on Earth. That is the transition between 3D and 5D. And the frog's guru energy can help you with that transition and that transformation. So whenever you see the image of the frog or see an actual frog or hear a frog, just put a smile on your face and go, I'm learning, traveling between realms, because it's going to feel like that in March. And you're also going to feel compressed and traveling at the same time. It's hard to explain, but you will understand. And then we can get together in April and have support groups about what March did. I'm kidding. But some of us might want that because there's going to be big awakenings inside of you, and you're going to be wanting to know, how do I handle this? What do I do with this? Because it's so much bigger than you. Do you remember how to handle it? You breathe, get grounded into your heart, to the earth. Heart energy, earth. Get your mind connected to your heart. Okay, you're amazingly strong and incredible. The best day to communicate with energy, like when the energy is the thinnest, is going to be on the 19th. So definitely circle that day. I had you put some things down on the 19th because that's when you start to feel all the subtle light energy, the dreams, intuition, everything is just like hair, like you wake up in the morning and your hair stands up. Woo. You're like, okay, it's going to be one of those days. It's a really nice day. So if you were trying to get in touch with an entity, I burped, I think. I don't know what happened. If you're trying to get in touch with an entity or an angel or a loved one who just crossed over, then you can do that on that day. Also for my heady people out there, because I talked a lot about the heart. And so for the heady luminaires that like to analyze everything, this is going to be a very challenging month for you. But you will really enjoy the energy that comes in on the 15th. It's really heady. It's more about like research, like, ooh, I want to know things, and get really excited about all of that. So you do get one day out of the month for gridding your bed. I would definitely keep black tourmaline there. If you have any obsidian, I would just put it aside. Don't use your obsidian. You don't need it. Don't do it. It has a lot of reflection element, and you're already going to do a lot of reflection with just the energy that's coming in, so don't. So I would use black tourmaline. I would definitely put the Stichtite around the bed, or if you can't find this, I would pair amethyst and labradorite together if you can't find Stichtite. That's a good energy. And then I would absolutely use Mookatite around the bed. So what you're doing is you're putting a set of each of the stones in each corner of the bed, and they communicate to each other. And when you're sleeping all night, you're bathing in this grid, and this energy is gently and ever so lightly working through your energetic layers of your auric field. And so it's helping clean and put things in place and lighten so that you feel more refreshed when you wake up in the morning. You can use Chalcedony around your bed as well. If you don't have Chalcedony, blue kyanite or angel light would be really nice. But I just like how Chalcedony is like, I'm going to hold your feet to the fire in honesty, and it's time to speak your truth. No more little white lies. No more, I don't know what to say because I'm afraid I'm going to hurt your feelings or you will love me less energy. Not in March. It's like, you better just tell them what you need to say and move on about your day, because that's how it's going to be. And a lot of people are going to be hurt and feel weird and feel crazy. But do you remember what to do when you feel that way? I'll tell you one more time. Ground to your heart energy and ground to the earth. Get into the earth. Listen to what your body is doing. Pay attention to your emotions. And then allow your mind to participate. Okay? We're growing away from the mind being the number one top priority of intellect. And we're moving into higher frequencies where the emotional body is the number one top priority of intellect. Do you have any clarity questions?
There was clarity questions on stones, but I feel like you covered it. You talked about replacements for the Stichtite. You just said other purple stones will do, right?
Yeah, amethyst, and I would pair the amethyst with labradorite.
And I don't think we had anyone asking about a replacement for Mookatite. But then I think you covered all the
He's cold.
For the Chalcedony. I think that was also the different.
Is that how you say it?
Chalcedony?
Chalcedony?
Isn't that how you pronounce it?
I've
heard it say
Chalcedony.
I don't think you say the CH.
Chalcedony. Chalcedony. You know
So
it
I was
by the
taught to
way
say
that it's spelled.
all these stone names so long ago that I go by that, so I don't even know if I'm saying it right. So, and I've just been listening to you pronounce it. So we have, is the lavender this just as effective as the blue?
Lavender?
Mm-hmm. The one that you're holding up is blue.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. So, and you were talking about throat, so you're talking specifically about the blue.
Yeah. So if you don't have this, I would use blue kyanite or even like angelite. But I like the frequency of Chalcedony because of its like strong anchor and honesty. I need you to practice honesty this month. Please. You'll like it so much better. Trust me. This energy is big. It's serious. You're going to see it blow up in every aspect of everybody's life and environment. And when I say blow up, you don't have to put a negative connotation or an unfavorable twist to it. Blowing up helps to see what's there so that you can make it better. So this is the part where, you know, the earth has kind of been moving and rumbling to get to the new earth. This is like big shakes. Shake, shake, rattle, and roll. March. March.
Do you want to cover any kind of financial, economic, Bitcoin stuff, or do you want to do that in the deep dive?
There's not much really to talk about it.
Okay.
Like,
it's a pretty uneventful month for that.
Kind of, yes. It would be better just to kind of sit still, stay still in a way. If you're in the middle of purchasing or selling land, I would keep up with that. Gold is still rising, but I hope you would have bought it earlier when we talked about it, because then you can benefit the profit, but it's still going to grow a little bit more. As for stocks and things, I would absolutely pay attention to the 0 point energy systems that are coming online. There's 3 people now working heavily on producing them for the public, and the public will have to do their best to protect that information, to protect that invention, because if not, governments will kind of squash it so that they can gain control. I know that sounded like a sci-fi plot in a movie, but it's time for the masses to speak up. This is how the change happens. This is how we get to saving humanity, helping humanity. You will win. I just want you to know that. I don't know. Finances kind of like Bitcoin, just kind of stay stable. If you know how to watch it, then you can work the system. But if you're new at it, just kind of hold on for the month, because there's so many other things happening. So the numbers are going to kind of go up and down a little bit. Just let this energy move through. When I say big, I mean big. When I say serious, I mean serious. It's like a mind discipline month, not so much as a financial growth month.
Thank you, Maitland.
Are you sure about that?
I'm not.
There are really sweet moments in March. And I'm telling you, when you come out of this, your psychic abilities, when you look back, you will not be the same person from March 1st through March 31st. When you look back from the 31st, and your abilities on point. That's what we're getting to. More people psychically online. March is helping with that. Stay focused on you and your growth. That's big. I like this Mookatite. Okay, I will let you go.
And we'll see you in the deep dive.
I'll see some of you in the deep dive. That's on the YouTube membership. If you like this kind of content and conversation, you can join me over there, but you have to be a part of the membership. And then we get into more of how it's really, how the month is affecting you, and more clarity questions and deeper content stuff.
Yes, it's for Luma Evolved and Luma Centered members, if that helps to clarify.
Yep. And for the rest of you, I'll see you later, alligators.
After a while, crocodile.
I'll see you soon, baboon.
We got some frog ones. You ready?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I've lost them. So one was see you down at the bog, little frog.
I love it.
And then there was one see you on the log, little frog. I'm so sorry if I messed those up. Everyone.
I'll see you on the log, little frog.
See you at the bog, little frog. And then see you on the log, little frog. I'm laughing so hard.
But it's too bad that you can't use leap. You'd have to use sheep then.
Oh, yes.
Gotta leap, little sheep. Because you can't do gotta leap, little frog.
Or hop.
Hop, frog. That doesn't rhyme either.
It doesn't. I was saying if we could think of one, gotta jog, little frog. Yeah. That's coming
Gotta
up.
jog, little frog.
Hasta mañana, iguana. I'm gonna change it.
I blow you kisses, jellyfishes. Enjoy the month. Please don't be discouraged. You get so much from this growth of the month, and it's going to go by so quickly. And April does not mimic March. Okay. Love you guys. Bye.
Bye, Maitland.